Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Sewing for Noobs. It's the sewing series for beginners, and today we are going to learn how to thread our machine, and in the next episode we will learn how to use the machine and do a few exercises so you can get acquainted with it and have a feel for it. So first thing first, health and safety. I need to touch on that because at the end of the day, sewing machine can be quite dangerous if you're not using it properly. If you're going to do anything that has to do with your needle, fiddling around, just switch off your machine and also take your foot away from the pedal, because an accident will happen quickly, believe me, and your little fingers need to be spared because they're useful. So your instruction manual is your new Bible. I'm going to show you on my machine, but chances are you're not going to have the same model or even the same brand sewing machine. So it's important that you get to know your machine inside out. You're going to have loads of information in there. Not only it will teach you how to thread, how to make a bobbin and all this kind of stuff. We'll teach you as well on all the cool things that your machine can do, because they don't all do the same things. They don't all have the same stitch bank, and some will do embroidery, some will do some crazy shit. You never really know what they do. So your instruction manual will provide some additional information that I can't give you because we don't have the same machine. There is always a troubleshooting section into any instruction manual, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. As well as if you're losing it, it's not a problem. You can easily download them on the internet for free, so why not take advantage of all of that. Alright, so before we do any threading on the machine, we are going to make a bobbin. So to make the bobbin, you're going to need the bobbin winder that is usually placed on the top right of your machine. It's usually where it is. And you're going to see that you can move it from side to side, and you're going to have a little thingy here, and that is a bobbin stopper, so when it's full it's going to stop winding the bobbin. So I've plugged in my machine just to show you how it works. So when the bobbin winder is far on towards the left, it means that the mechanism will work just for the sewing part. So let's go here and be careful with your hands. But when I move it towards the right, it's this bit that turns, and my needle, as you can see, doesn't move anymore. So that's normal, that's what you want. So I'm going to switch it off and I'm going to show you on a close-up. The first thing that you need to be acquainted with is all the markings. So these ones here is for threading the machine, and this one here with the dotted line is for winding the bobbin. So what we're going to do is put some thread on, put the stopper on as well. Not too tight. Now you're going to take your thread and you're going to snap it into your thread guide. And then those two discs there are the bobbin winder tension disc. So you're going to put your thread around in a clockwise direction. And now we are going to put our thread through our bobbin. So as you can see, there is some holes, and that's for your thread to go through. So thread your bobbin, and it should be coming up on the top, and then put your bobbin through your winder. Once that's done, push the winder to the right, then switch on your machine and keep hold of that thread you have on your hands quite securely, and then start winding your bobbins a bit. So now you can cut away the tail and finish winding your bobbin. So just keep on going until it's full. And then you can cut your thread and take the bobbin away from the winder. Don't forget to push back the pin towards the left, and here you have your bobbin. So before we thread our machines, make sure that your presser foot is up and your needle on the up position going slightly downwards. So just turn the hand wheel towards yourself until it's up. Alright, so now we're going to thread the machine. So make sure it's switched off. With your thread, give yourself a bit of a tail, and we're going to follow the path that has been laid out for us. So with your right hand, you're just going to keep hold of that thread, so it will stay in place and you won't unwind your bobbin. Now you're going to put your thread through the upper thread guide, and you're going to pull the thread through your pre-tension spring. So that's there. Then we're going to draw our thread through the tension module. So it's going to go down the channel, then up. When it's up, it needs to go through the eye of the upper taker lever and then go down again. Then you can free your two hands and pass the thread behind the horizontal thread guide. Then it needs to go through again through that little guide. If not, your thread will snap very easily. You see the movement? I hold with my left and I move it with my right. Then it's ready to be threaded on the needle. So all you need to do is thread your needle from the front towards the back, so not the other way around. And as you pull your thread towards the back, just put your finger in between your thread and the needle and just pull gently on it. What your finger is going to do is going to stop your thread from twisting around your needle, because once it's twisted you can't sew and it will snap. If like me you have a top-loaded bobbin, what you need to do is pop the cover. And as you can see, there is a little diagram telling me in which direction I have to put the bobbin. So I'm going to take my bobbin and drop it into the bobbin case with the thread running counterclockwise. So just drop it in. And as you can see now, on this side here, there is a little slit or a little notch. So I need to draw my thread into that little notch and then twist my thread around towards the back. So now your bobbin is placed in position. However, if you're starting sewing like this, it's not going to work. You need the bottom thread to go through that hole and go in the back. So it needs to go through there. For that, you're going to take your top thread and you're going to keep it in your hand. And then you're going to turn the hand wheel, remember, towards yourself. So you're going to turn it down, then up. And what's going to do is the top thread is going to go down and grab the bottom one. What you're going to do next is just pull the top thread, and that should bring up, you can see, the bottom one. Once it's done, just make sure that the two threads are under the foot and resting at the back of the machine. And here you're nearly ready to sew. All you need to do is bring the cover back in and you're ready.